For the ones that have forgotten about Cubism, we're going to show you this presentation to remember the good art.
This is our agenda. The origin of Cubism. Please tell, when did it start?
1907 is taken as the day that Cubism was born, when Picasso and Braque met each other. Les Mademoiselle Viermignon is the painting considered to be the precursor of this movement. But where does the name come from?
The name was given from the critic Louis Boxel, who said that the poems were strange cubic poems. The name Cubism was suggested by Henri Matisse in 1909. He observed that the paintings themselves consisted of nothing but little cubes. From then on, Cubism has been the most influential art movement in the 20th century. So, what is it about?
The idea of Cubism is to show the essence of an object by displaying it from different angles and points of view at the same time. Cubism is an artistic avant-garde of the 20th century who revolutionized European paintings and sculpture. This also influenced different movements in music, literature, and architecture. But what's the thing that Cubis want to achieve?
The Cubists wanted to make pictures that reach more beyond the rigid geometry of perspective. They wanted to introduce the idea of relativity, is where artists perceive and select a subject from subject A. Second, they primarily influenced Cubism from the three-dimensional forms of the latest works of Paul Cézanne.
Key elements and characteristics. Geometricity is a simplification of figures and objects into geometrical components that may or may not add up to the whole figure. Approximation of the four dimensions. It is conceptual instead of perceptual. Reality is the formation of known figures and forms in the natural world simultaneity or multiple views. There are three main periods. Analytic, three main periods in Cubism: analytic, hermetic, and synthetic. Key elements of analytic Cubism. It was developed, artists investigate nature to disorder. It was developed only by Picasso and Braque in the winter of 1909 to 1910. The period from 1910 to 1912 is referred as analytic Cubism. Paintings made during this period show the breaking down or analysis of forms. Right angle and straight line constructions were favored, like as in Picasso work with manually in 1910.
Key elements of Hermetic Cubism. Hermetic Cubism is a more extreme version of analytic Cubism. The background and the foreground of the paintings are indistinguishable, and the faces are more split. Hermetic paintings have the illusion of a painting viewed through a shadowed mirror, because although there are traces of the original object, they are spread so widely throughout the canvas that they seem almost indistinguishable.
The synthetic Cubism.
Synthetic Cubism is the latest phase of Cubism, generally considered to start from 1912 to 1914, characterized by simpler shapes and brighter colors. Works of this art emphasize the combination or synthesis of forms in the picture. Color is extremely important in the piece's shapes, because they become larger and more decorative. Synthetic Cubism grew out of analytic Cubism and was developed by Pablo Picasso and George Braque.
Picasso and Braque discovered this as the repetition of analytic signs. Their work became more generalized, more geometrically, and more flattered. The main artists:
George Braque, Pablo Picasso, and Juan Gris.
And in another level are Robert Delaune, Sonia Delaune, Jean Metzinger, and Raymond Duchamp. They occupy different social groups and different social circles gathered elsewhere around of Paris, and later exhibit together. They were known as the Salon Cubises. There are key examples of Cubism of the three main periods and conclusions.
Okay, first conclusion, we can say that Cubism, although it was a not so understandable art movement, revolutionized the modern art with its paintings and great artists.
Wait, other conclusion. The Cubism was an extraordinary art movement that also was a big step to go further in terms of art. It changed the perspective of all the people surrounding it.
Okay, we can also say that besides the Cubism itself, the paintings, the artists also made a great change in art, in the art world, because with these paintings they showed a different way to express themselves, and if it weren't for them, Cubism would never exist. So thank you all for those who created Cubism.
Okay, if, we know that if you search Verdict Cubism, you can see that it was an expression movement, because the way of the artist of this art was to paint, and there are different characteristics that a painting had. This was a way of express that at the beginning it was not so recognized, but with the time it has been more famous. And that's the end. That's